friends, Justin Michael. Welcome back to my channel, and of course welcome if it's your first time visiting. I appreciate you stopping by as always, my friends. So I want to put out a quick video first off because I haven't made a video in over a week and I like to put something out, and I'm preparing for this next video in my historic series, and it requires a little bit of research, and I've been a little busy preparing for that, but I wanted to make a nice light video, show you a couple of decks quickly. This one's brand new to me. This is the Tarot of Jacques Vieville. Both of these decks are by Joseph H. Peterson, not Jordan Peterson, he's someone else. Joseph H. Peterson, and he has a shop on Etsy called, I believe, Twilight Grotto. I'm going to put that link down below. If you're interested, check it out. He also has a YouTube channel. And if I can find it, I'm going to put that link down there below as well. So my very first John Noblet was by Joseph Peterson. I was just getting interested in historic tarot, and I was like, I want to get a Noblet, but I don't want to pay an arm and a leg. I don't want to have to order from France because I'm not sure I'm going to like it. And then I found out there was this guy on eBay, on Etsy. He was selling these amazing quality Noblets for like 30 around the time, and this was a couple years ago. It was like $30, and so I ordered it and I got it, and I was blown away by the quality. I mean, I've never felt a deck that felt so nice, a card deck. I mean, if first off, it's real paper, it has that real paper quality, but it's very durable, and it shuffles like a dream. I mean, these cards really feel nice, and it's a very heavy paper. You can tell the quality of paper. Sometimes you get these really thick decks, and then they're like light as a feather. And another time you get like a thin deck and it's heavy, and you're like, why is that heavy? But it's thin. It's the quality of paper, in my opinion. It's denser. It has a lot to do, obviously, with the type of paper that's used. But I tend to find the better quality decks just have some nice weight to them, and this is one of them. And I actually remember I said something about how nice they were, and I didn't want to damage them. And Joseph Peterson, he got a little kind of snippy with me. He was like, my decks are designed for heavy use, heavy shuffling, and heavy reading. They're not meant to sit on a shelf. He kind of said that to me. Of course, I'm a collector, and so I have a lot of decks that sit on my shelf, but I use them all in many different ways, things like this, for instance, and I also do a lot of different studies, and I will read with them occasionally, but this is just one I'm happy to have in my collection. I use it when I use it, but I just absolutely love that I have it, and I pull it out when I want to look at it. And it's one of the better ones that I have, actually. I only have a couple of Noblets. I have a handmade version that I made by Shell David. I have the Jean-Claude Fleur Noir, the standard one. It comes in this box. And then I have this one, which was my first, And just to give you an idea, so this is Fleur Noir, this is Peterson, and so it's got a totally different feel to it. Different colors, this is more kind of vintage, whereas this is more colorful, Totally different thing. This almost looks like a facsimile, and he has this unique style that I really like, and so I'm just glad I got it. I'm just going to show you. He has two magicians. Of course, it has the back, the black crosses and backs. The two magicians he has with the traditional finger, and the other one is a prepared one. A lot of people just believe that was just a block print error, and it wasn't on purpose. I tend to believe that was a block print issue. You know what I mean? It wasn't intentional. This little finger thing here, but there are all different theories about that. He's put in two, one repaired, one not, which is really cool. Always like options, and it's just a really pretty deck. It's got these kind of a muted vintage quality to it that I really like, and I've come to appreciate his deck a lot. The quality is so nice, and the price is, like I said, I mean, they're probably closer to $40 now. I think when I got it, it was like $30. I just love it. I think it's an amazing deck, and it's just got this amazing vintage quality feel to it. Beautiful. The John Noblet. And these are the pips. This is one of my nicest Tarot de Marseilles. I mean, I really enjoy this version. So you get the idea. I mean, it looks almost like a facsimile. I don't have a Noblet facsimile here, but it also shuffles very, very incredibly. I mean, it's really a good quality deck. You're not going to bang this up easily. It feels so nice that it might indicate to you that it's kind of like just too nice to shuffle. You know what I mean? But like I said, you know, it's designed for heavy usage. So now the Vieville was brand spanking new. He just released it, and I gotta tell you, this box is posh, man. I love this. It's very like Yves Renaud, almost. They're slightly different, but I love these kind of boxes because they're the size of tuck boxes, basically. You know, I mean, they're not much bigger than a tuck box. You can store them easily, but they're hard, and the cards don't get banged up. They don't get damaged that easily. Has a nice kind of cover to it, Jacques Vieville. And so if you're interested in the history of this deck, I did a video about a month ago, you know, a few videos back. You can check it out. I'm just going to show you this very briefly. The card quality is stellar. This is very, very good quality. Like the same kind of deal, you know. It's a different paper, I think, than this, you know. But it's very similar too. I don't know. It feels like, it actually feels thicker. This is like kind of sturdier. But I really, really like it. It's not like super thick. Well, I mean, it's about the thickness of the Fleur Noir Noblet, not quite. It's a little thinner than the Fleur Noir. But it's just a pretty, pretty deck. It's high quality. And so I want to show you some of the images. Let me get the facsimile just to give you an idea so we can contrast it. And I'm not going to do too much talking. I'm just going to really show you what's cool about this, because you know, now I've showed Shel David's Vieville. I don't have a copy of that right now. You know, I have to print another one, but I love Shel's version as well, and this is totally different from Sheldon's version. It's not as colorful. It's got a different feel to it, you know. Okay, so he's got the Fool first. I'm just going to put that off to the side. So now this is the museum facsimile, and this is Peterson's deck here. So I just want you to see. He's cleaned it up a bit, you know. This is the first comparison I'm doing, so I haven't even really looked at these yet. The lines are definitely cleaner, clearer. He's definitely done some work to it. You know, doesn't have as much as of the kind of background noise, but it still has an authentic feel to it. You know, it's not like like Sheldon's version is very, very clean because it's redrawn. This is, it seems to be, yeah, it's the original line. I mean, you can tell everything is there. This is really good work. Superb job. Yeah, it's a cleaned up version of the facsimile. This is well done, I gotta say. I wish I knew what his process was. Maybe I can have him on for a chat sometime, talk to him about it, ask him what he did. Really nice job. So again, this is the museum facsimile, and this is Peterson's version. So he's also centered it on the card, which is nice, you know. In historic cards, it was typical to have, you know, the block all over the place. Very nice job. Very muted colors, but really authentic looking, you know? There's a great look to it. Really pretty. That's superb, man. This is great. And for the price especially, 40 bucks in that kind of box on this kind of, I don't want to say museum quality, but it's like, you know, it's paper quality, but it's durable. It's sort of similar to what Yves Renaud uses. I want to say it's very similar cardstock to what you see with Yves. Oh, and so we're at the pips. There's the fool. Show you the two fools. That's superb, man. I'm happy to have this in my collection. You know, I'll just show you some of the pips here. Yeah, really vintage looking. You know, this is basically a facsimile. It's just a cleaned up facsimile is what it looks like to me. I don't see that he redrew this. It looks like original lines to me. Now, I'm not an expert. Just judging by the looks of it, it looks original lines. So anyway, that's about it. I'm going to have another video out in the next few days. I just kind of wanted to show you something amazing. That link, all the information is going to be below for that. I'd love to hear from you. You know, what you think of these decks. And thanks for stopping by. Until next time, love and peace, everybody. Bye-bye.